Hey guys, T1c4g3 here. Welcome back to my channel where it's all horror all the time. Mary, good to have you. Thanks for joining. So I'd figure I'd switch it up a bit from the somewhat more hectic stuff you might have seen me play recently. Normally I like to go into a game knowing as little about it as I possibly can, but obviously I'm going to at least read a blurb of some kind to see if it holds any appeal in the first place. So this is all about exploration and puzzle solving with a bit of an 80s twist, just in case you couldn't tell by the logo and the VHS boxes we're looking at here already. What I do know is that for some reason, no one, and I do mean absolutely not a single soul, is streaming this game as we speak. Now I'm just hoping that's a matter of it being underappreciated or underexposed and not a matter of quality. But I guess there's only one way to find out. So here we go with Stories Untold. I hope I don't keep pronouncing that as Untold Stories for some reason. Oh yeah, there's the 80 synthwave already. Okay, so what have we here? You pull up to the driveway of the family holiday home and park the car. It's dark, but it's as idyllic as you remember from all that time ago. You remember being told to look at the glove box before going in. It's good to be back. The glove box is closed, but appears to be unlocked. So, open glove box. Inside is a key and a handwritten note from Dad. You take both. It's the key to the house, you don't say. I don't know what you're looking at. It's a house. It should be pretty hard to miss, but you open the car door and step out. The house is grand, set perfectly amongst the trees. In front of you is the front door, and the yard stretches around the side of the house. The spacious yard extends around to the back of the house, a great place to relax in the long summers. The lights are all off. No one else is here. You insert the key and turn. The door lock clicks open. You step inside the front door. You enter the house to the hallway. It's dark and you can't see anything. You feel a light switch next to the door, however. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to be a tad bit more specific. A click and nothing. There is no power. The note should say how to restore it. can't read the note in here as it's too dark. You step outside the front door. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, I hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back to get power and lights on. Also, found something in the attic for you. It's in your room. Enjoy." You take a walk around to the yard. The yard has been well maintained. You spend a lot of time with your family on holiday trips. Good memories. The fuel gauge is healthy and it is manually operated. You switch the generator on and it whirs to life. The house is still dark. Enter door. You flick the switch and the lights come on. The hallway is now brightly lit. There is access to the kitchen and living room here, as well as a set of stairs going up. You walk upstairs to the landing. The stairwell landing. There's a bathroom and 2 bedrooms, yours and your sister's. Pictures adorn the walls, images of happy times. You walk into your old room, your old bedroom. So many good memories in here, and has been preserved so well. On the desk is a gift wrap box. A large gift wrap present. The tag says your name. You unwrap the gift excitedly. You can't believe it. Dad has found your old computer, a Futuro 128K plus 2. It's been preserved well in the attic and hopefully still works. On your desk is a Futuro and a copy of The House Abandoned. It's all still to be set up though. You start to plug in the various cables and leads. The computer is all set up and ready to go. There's a game here too. You put the cassette in the computer and press play. Ha! Neat. Neat. Oh, we just went full meta. Damn. You can't stand to be near this place. It's a loop. It's a fucking narrative loop thingy, whatever you want to call it. Oh, this is totally my brand of mindfuckery. You know what? I'm gonna be a dumbass like any horror protagonist. See if I can explore the house a bit more. Force the warped car door open. The house looks abandoned. There is a yard to the side, wood creaks in the wind, and all happy memories are gone from this place. There is no love here. actually, what I was getting at was the front door. The door appears to be locked. You will need to use a key. Check glove box. Open. You squeeze back into the mangled car. You feel sick. Oh man, I'm really digging the John Carpenter-ish soundtrack going on. That's a neat little touch. You unlock the door. The click of the lock hurts to hear. Reluctantly step inside the front door. Pitch black, but your senses are punished more by the smell. Stale air and damp. This could not be less inviting. The note burns in your hands. You feel compelled to read it over and over. That's not really gonna work, what with it being pitch black and everything. There's no power to the lights. Generator must be off. You go back outside, coward. You step through the debris to the backyard. The grass is overgrown and weeds crawl up the side of the house. It's not a nice place to be. You clutch the note, needing to look around. Let's go ahead and find out just how dark it is outside. The note now reads gibberish. Actual gibberish. Alright. There isn't much fuel, but the generator starts up. Afraid of what you might see, you flick the light switch. The lights flicker on and off. The walls are falling apart after years of neglect or worse. Upstairs, the sound of an alarm clock blaring. Someone else is in this house. That can't be. Let me try it. Shut up this alarm clock. Oh dude, that is freaky. That is freaky. Well, that's not annoying. Alright, but how though? I was trying to look at the controls here, but look at go to, use, open, read. Gibberish. You know what, Mary? You may be onto something here. No, it looks like the computer isn't taking any more input. Let's see. I just tried. Here, watch me try. Watch me try. Somehow the alarm stops. You can feel the panic set in. You're still in the hallway. The noise has stopped, but you feel a presence. Someone is in the house. They should not be here. There's a kitchen and a living room adjacent and stairs leading up. The note feels disgusting in your hands. How did that happen though? How did I get to interact with this physical alarm clock when I was in the... Man, this is gonna get trippy as shit, I can already tell. I can't read the note. It's bleeding? The note is bleeding. Alright. So someone else is in the house. Let's try and find something to defend ourselves with. You go into the kitchen. The kitchen stinks and feels completely unfamiliar. The tabletops are rusted metal, and there's a carcass on the table. There's writing on the wall, and the utility room door has a red X painted on it. In blood, the number 1986 is smeared across the wall. There's a red X on the door. You assume it's paint. Yeah, must be paint. It feels like the note. You look closer but can't tell what it is or what it was. You step back to the hallway, your shoes are wet. You enter the living room. The living room, although hardly an appropriate term, the furniture is threadbare and worn. The note is fixed to your mind. Dread fills the pit of your stomach. This is not a nice place. The note, always changing, now reads, "Get through this. I don't care if you want to or not." furniture looks disgusting. There's no way you would sit on it. Run down and empty, abandoned, and for good reason. Okay, so maybe not as well prepared as I would have liked. You head up the stairs, they creak. Same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room, your room, and the bathroom. Pictures are all over the wall. Behind the door, a phone starts to ring. You don't understand, neither can he. You hear him answer the phone. Voices spill out of the phone into the room. Whoever is in there should not be there. You need to hang up the phone. I do. Whoever. You consider the worst. Huh. The pictures are of your family. The eyes have been scored out on all. The bathroom feels disgusting. Every surface is covered in a layer of oily grime. The sink is a haven for all kinds of bugs. A broken mirror hangs above the dirty sink. Taps rusted in position. Can I grab maybe a shard of glass from there? I don't know. You can't bear to look at yourself. Oh, thanks, guy. It's disgusting. Grime and dead bugs. The taps won't budge. Let's try that again. Yeah, I was afraid you might say that. Jennifer's room is boarded up. You can't bear this. Alright, so we're not just talking about windows and such, we're actually talking about her entire room being boarded up, alright? Dude, look at pics on desk. Fuck me! Oh, thanks for pointing that out, Mary. That is such a neat touch. Was it there before, or did that just happen when I went to look at the family pictures? Oh, dude, that is neat. That is neat. Now, I already tried to look at pictures thing, but goddamn, that is spooky. I'm not sure which room you would like to go to. Well, I mean, like to go to is putting it a bit strongly, but enter my room. The room is bolted shut with a 4-digit combination lock. Grab the lock. The lock is rusted, not used in years. The key in your hand weighs heavy, the note heavier. You grab the lock and can now input the code 1986. The lock clicks open, same but different. The landing has access to your sister's room. Did that just loop back to the landing, because that is freaky. What's that, Mary? 999? Hang on. No, it looks like I got it right the first time after all. Let me try and check out those pictures again. Alarm is flashing. Did it not start doing that when we put a stop to the make it stop stopping bit thingy? Okay, so photos of daughter were all misaligned. Okay, so they're photos instead of pictures now. Yeah, realign. You think that'd be a hint, right? But apparently there's only a few exceptions in this game where it's not something as simple as use, look at, open, enter, that sort of thing. It doesn't seem like I can expect them any more closely than before. The door is closed. Alright, so I managed to open the lock, but not the door. Oh, dude. Ah, this is awesome. You enter your bedroom. The bedroom feels utterly familiar. The walls are damp, but you've been here before. In front of you, a lone person sits in front of a computer screen. The lamp is on. The clock reads 9999. You shouldn't be here. I shouldn't be here. You grip the note tight. I'm sorry, Jennifer. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Dad. You haunt every step I take, even in this place. It was out of my hands, but still you punish me. I can be with you now. There is nothing left to do. I'm consumed and confused. This has to end now. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. This has to end now. Maybe I should take that a bit more literally. Take lamp, maybe arm ourselves with that. Person. Yeah, but there's no person inside though. I tried turning around just then. Ah, you may be onto something here. Rocking back and forth, consumed by guilt. Yeah, but which one are we embodying right now though? We're like the other. Me. Oh, this is fucked. Man, what are the commands again? Because use person, open person. I'm not really comfortable with those. Well, yeah, I get that as much. This place isn't exactly vibing with joie de vivre here. Hang on. Was that note not ever changing? The note is reacting. Get in the door, get in the room, get in. Do it, go. And it, you think? Could it really be that banal? You're pathetic. It was all your fault. Say it. Nah! Please stop. Right. Okay. Immersion, people. Immersion. It was all my fault, Sid. It was all my fault. Finally. Huh. Huh. Well, good thing there's another 3 episodes to go, I suppose. But yeah, I'm liking the whole meta aspect of it. Wouldn't go quite so far as to say Inception, but that's it. Yeah, that's it for the first episode, at least. Apparently, the first episode is actually a remastered version of a somewhat older online browser game, if I recall correctly. So that just might explain the brevity going out on a limb here. But yeah, no, I'm seeing a potential. I especially like the way how it harkens back to those really old Sierra adventure, text adventure games from the early 90s, maybe late 80s even. I don't know. Better 8 ladies than late 80s. Some of that was a lot wittier in my head. But yeah. It's short stories. Yeah, I don't know if you could call it an anthology. I'm hoping there's some overlap in between. I can't imagine there isn't, because I mean, if there was ever an abrupt ending, that would be one. So hey, while we're here, episode 2, why not? Oregon Trail, yeah, kind of. Where everyone gets fucking diphtheria and other things I cannot spell for the life of me. You know, I'll let you in a little secret. I have never actually played Oregon Trail. I just know it from the memes and nostalgic YouTube videos and what have you. But yeah, no, I was a little late to the party for that one.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, assisted by Dr. Williams, and in the lab itself, our volunteer, Mr. Asian. We have artifact 23 in the chamber, recovered from crash site B. At the moment it appears inert, showing no signs of activity. Mr. Asian, instructions for each stage will come through to your terminal, and we need you to follow them exactly. Now, some of this may be unfamiliar, so always reference the manual on your terminal for guides on calibration and procedure. Once you've calibrated equipment to match our brief, the green light will flash, allowing you to trigger the experiment. One last thing. Ensure that any equipment non-essential to the current experiment is switched off. You cannot proceed until your calibration matches ours.
Right on.
When you're ready, let's bring this back.
Damn it, people, I'm here for rest and relaxation, not a second job, but alright. Subject J, 1986 MEM is enclosed in solid outer layers. X-ray the artifact to determine its internal structure. Alright, so how to X-ray? Electromagnetic spectrum, X-ray. Actually, how about we go with safety instructions first? Use safety goggles and gloves at all times. Do not leave the container unattended during experimentation. It is extremely dangerous to handle any items within the container. Please ensure your next of kin is updated at 8R. Oh dude, that's not ominous at all. As per your agreement, follow all instructions exactly. Press the keys bracketed in the top menu to move between pages. Press tab to roll over to the test chamber. At the chamber, use your mouse cursor to select and interact. So what are we dealing with here? Looking a lot like a safe that apparently needs to be drilled open. So, first things first, manual, X-ray. Required apparatus, camera, monitor set to X-ray, charge CC86 X-ray device, TV input modes. Alright, let's go ahead and find ourselves a camera then, and maybe some gloves and goggles while we're at it. Okay, so TV input modes R3. That seems to be highlighted. No, wait. That needs to be XR. Right on. It's like, what am I even looking at here? There's the CC gadget. Where's my camera though? So, camera. Right. It's rotated. My bad. There we are. Looks like we're on the right track. Sync master.
Okay, good work. The X-ray is coming through now. There's no visible damage to the surrounding organic material, and no signs of activity either. All output is flatlined. Okay, let's begin.
Press enter to receive new experiment task. Employee of the year right here, people. Coming to a wall near you. Experiment 2, surface reaction attempt. Demonstrate the effects of laser light on the object. Try using a low-powered red laser to begin with. Concentrated light laser. Required apparatus. Laser 2, light generator. Set wavelength. Monitor set to RGB. So 650 for initial wavelength. Monitor set to RGB. Hang on. So not that monitor then. Hang on. Except I can't interact with these. Clicking like a madman over here, I promise. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that back the way it was. What am I missing here? See, they're totally there, though. They're totally right on top of the Sync Master. Can't zoom in any further than this, either. I can barely make out what this says from over here. I'm not seeing RGB, though, which is not very comforting. Come on, game, don't be like this. Not already. All right, well, looks like that's about as good as it's gonna get. Another Sync Master is off. Why would the Sync Master be off? 650. All right, well, fingers crossed.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try high frequency.
Okay, so at least we're on the right track. Use the green laser. So that's 510.
Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again.
Alright, increase to blue frequency. 455.
Well, would you look at that? It seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable, there's no activity registering in the core. It's possibly damaged. Let's push further.
Test the acoustic resonance properties of the object. Begin with generating a 250 Hz sine wave with amplifier gain set to 1. Signal generator, set frequency and waveform. Which is where? Alright. So 250 sine wave. Got it. Then amplifier gain. Set to what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Alright, should be good. No sync master though. Huh. Ah. Gotta turn off the non-essential what have yous.
Updating the experiment now.
So 500, yeah, 500 Hz sine wave and amplifier gain of 5 can do. Here we go, crank that bitch. Hang on. 550 was it? Oh, 500. My bad, my bad.
Seeing some fluctuations in activity. Should we increase? Is there risk of damage? What about a volunteer? Okay, we're going to push further. I'm running out of time. Let's switch around.
Switch what around exactly? Not liking the sound of that. Square wave, maintaining current frequency and gain 5.
seeing good activity on this side, seeing definite spikes in movement. I know this might seem uncomfortable or dangerous, but you need to trust us and keep going.
Mother, should I trust the government? Maintain the gain 5 and the square waveform. Bring the waveform frequency up to 1K. This is a lot like that one time I put a fork in the microwave.
Full activity registering. We did it. Can you hear us? You've made excellent progress. You're doing great. Now we need you to stay calm and try to relax as we go through these next steps.
Alright, I guess this is where the drill comes in.
Alleviate some of this discomfort.
Protective casing is off. Proceed to drill the surface. Switch drill on. Ensure all other equipment except the camera and TV are switched off. When ready, trigger sync master as normal to begin drill insertion. Alright. Alright, so that's camera, TV. I don't really remember messing with anything else. Here we go.
How do you feel? Don't be scared. We have the situation under control. Take a few moments, and when you're ready, we'll continue.
Make contact with the artifact. Open the test chamber.
Sorry to have to do this, but we have to know. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. It's time to remember. You're a proxy now. You have a connection to the entity's inner core. It's like a conscious black box. It can show you its memories. Look into it. The visions will translate onto the screen to be something that you can understand, that you can play out.
cryopod struggling against gravity. You force yourself up,
Remarkable.
impacting to
You
the
can
planet's
navigate these
surface.
memories. Use the computer. Work your way through.
I'm trying, guy. Impacting to the planet's surface has torn a hole in the ship hull. Poisonous atmosphere spills into your craft. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. Look, object not recognized. Well, shit. Do we really want to do this, though? Okay. Open cryopod? Who says it's closed though? It did say you force yourself up. There'll be some bullshit if that is the answer. Use object not recognized. Oh wait, so it differentiates between commands and objects, so apparently the cryopod is not something we can use. Use hole, as in leave, look object. Who said anything about look? Ah, there we go. The craft is broken beyond repair. There is wreckage all around. An airlock terminal is locked tight, and a computer terminal adjacent blinks.
Retrace the steps, Mr. Asian. Explore these memories. Type your commands into the computer.
What does it look like I think I'm doing here? Giving a fucking sea lion piano lessons? Give me a second here, guy. Tap at the screen and the airlock door splutters to life, slowly opening with a horrendous noise. The ship powers down to silence, having spent the last of the reserves. Slowly, oh, okay, so it's already opened. Use airlock.
This organ was taken from what we think was the leader. These memories are different. They're not like the others. There's more detail here. Less hazy. Lean in. See what else it hides.
Squeeze through the damaged airlock and fall to your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your
It's
chest.
incredible. How are we getting all of this? It's describing the moment we found the ship.
You look
Mr.
around
Asian, please continue.
to see you are surrounded by mangled metal. Bright lights pour through every gap in the surrounding wreckage. A crash site. Smoke billows from the downed ship, exterior lights flicking on and off. Wreckage surrounds you, pointing upwards you see unfamiliar star patterns. but this matter will have to be moved in order to free yourself. With every ounce of your remaining strength, you move away enough of the wreckage for you to carefully crawl through. The lights that surround you now attack your senses. Okay, so give me a status update. A circle of artificial lights surround you, set up to illuminate the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. The silhouette is bipedal and bulky. Some sort of mask covers its face. It beckons you to approach. Is that bipedal or bipedal? I always get those mixed up.
Your heart rate is elevated, but you're doing well. For what it's worth, very few of our test subjects ever make it this far.
Oh, well, that's comforting. The room is silent only for the quiet hum of equipment and occasional machine beep. Your touch isn't yours. We are all as one. We move together in unison. We are in a bed in a small and artificially lit room with a single door. There is some sort of writing pinned to the wall. Adjacent is a display monitor.
We didn't put this entity in quarantine. It expired at the crash. Whose memories are these? When did this happen?
With wires that drape across the room and into our chests. They have tortured us. The screen didn't give anything away. Flashing symbols and what could be numbers in rhythm.
There's been a disconnection in quarantine lab 15.
Find out what's going on.
We yank at the wires protruding from our chests. Together, we all scream in pain. This action sets off an alarm, echoing loudly down the adjacent corridor. Not recognized. Stuck together are a series of flat sheets with symbols across them, some sort of writing. A series of wires leave the machine and run across our chests, attached in different places. We aren't sure if the black fluid is going in or coming out. Collective discomfort. So, again, the wires already hang loose. Black fluid flowing steadily out of the ends. The fluid is sticky and dark, dripping steadily from the wire. Leave bad? You think it could really be that much on the nose?
20 has left lab 15. It's on the move.
It would be, wouldn't it?
My God. That vision. It's not a memory, it's happening right now. Mr. Asian, I need you to stop what you're doing, please.
Through the door, we find ourselves in an empty room with a device on the table. It looks familiar. They don't know how it works, but this host does. The door closes behind us and a lock clamps shut. We are alone, together. It was an access code terminal for a white connection, allowing commanders to commandeer other hosts. Only you, we have access to these codes. It's time to use them.
What is that? We haven't seen that before. What is it doing?
It's using the tool we recovered from the crash site. It's in our systems. It's sending something across the network. It's broadcasting.
Mr. Asian, please. We deeply regret what we have put you through, but please understand it was for the greater good. We had to know more. Rebelling now could be catastrophic. You don't know what this might do to you in the long run.
Alright, so it looks a lot like I don't even have access to that left column. These all seem to match what's going on the top left. Can't really make out what's going on the bottom right with it being as blurry as it is, but I'd say it's looking similar at least. I mean, this buzzing is really helping me focus, so that's good. But yeah. What else have we got going on here? Hang on. I think the blurriness might be there for a reason. What if the left side is only like half a glyph that overlaps with your input on the right side? Just a hunch though. No, second thought, that doesn't make any sense either. How about you, guy? You got anything you want to add? No, I don't think so. Nah, even in the bottom left, it seems to be like it's the same glyphs, so... Hang on, what if I'm looking at it from the wrong angle? Oh yeah, I think I might be onto something here. I just have to tilt my head like an absolute moron. So you got everything orb. What about it? That's what I get when I look at the orb, so... not all that helpful, I would say. Damn it, this is just annoying as shit. I could be dealing with this a lot better without that fucking noise in the background. It's flashing symbols, yeah, but am I really expected to keep track, though? I mean, they're not even shown in full. So what if they're aligned, like, exactly? Well, what would this correspond to, then? I was giving you secrets, you really think? How am I supposed to make out what that is? Let alone remember it, though. That is some bullshit, I mean. If one didn't have epilepsy already... you would have now. Fuck it, I'm gonna pussy out. I'm gonna look this up because this is just... I mean... again. Without the noise, I could have been dealing with this a whole lot better. But nah. Not doing this. So apparently, what we want to have is this. At least that's what I'm looking at right now on Google. Don't tell me it randomizes. Oh, really testing my patience here, game. There we are.
They're all free. They're converging. It's over. Please don't do this. One day, Mr. Asian, this will haunt you.
Well, damn. Just when I was about to say it was more about following instructions to a T and very light on the puzzle side of things, they had to go and throw a curveball like that, which was just not only annoying, but even now, in retrospect, knowing the answer, still doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. But yeah, I have a good feeling this is all gonna overlap in the long run. Do I want to do episode 3 right now? Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead. I'm gonna do episode 3 right now. Why not? Oh yeah, no, there's the family pictures, there's the camera, there's the flux capacitor, what have you. It's totally intertwined. Calling it now.
Station 3, do you read me? Give me a sign, man. This storm is getting pretty wild.
Alright, Mary, catch you in a bit.
Come on, 3, log in. Quit fucking around.
State-of-the-art password policy right there.
There he is.
Finally, what took you?
Is the microphone still broken in Station 3?
Audio out.
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah, you can't reply. You should be able to hear you though. Can see activity registering, so your voice is definitely going through.
Oh, okay. We can chat later, 3.
Yeah, this is pretty serious. I've had a distress call from Central. There's a situation and we have to fire up signal monitoring and relay systems right away.
What kind of situation?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's got something to do with this storm. Whatever it is, it's big to want to involve us.
Shit. Okay, what do we do then?
Well, my fucking cabin power isn't holding up in this weather, so I can't process the signals myself. 2, you need to feed the frequency information through to the backup terminal in Station 3. And 3, you just need to tune, decode, and process. Just refer to the handbook on the microfilm. It'll walk you through it.
I've never done any of this stuff, so I'm not going to be much help, I'm afraid.
It's simple, honestly. You could do this in your sleep.
Okay, first one is due to appear in a minute or so. Have a quick read of that microfilm handbook. It should be on your left.
I'm gonna get suited up and restart the generator. Don't fuck it up.
Dude, between you and me, I wouldn't even know how to properly handle microfilm.
Okay, 3, we're up. Do whatever it is you're supposed to do.
Yeah, which is what exactly? I can barely read this. I don't think I'm supposed to. Version handbook. Eyes only. Central operations message authentication. Coma, in short. How very reassuring. Look at the zoom. Alright, here we are. That is something. Does that say Jennifer? Now, why would that say Jennifer? Is that part of the standard fucking Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, what have you? Alphabet? Is it really Jennifer, or is that a callback to the first episode? Either way, this is supposed to be a goddamn manual. This raises more questions than it answers. All codes must be treated as confidential. Do not write down the authorization key in any form. I have no idea what I'm doing. Wait, hang on. I got this. Alright, say again.
13, 0, 14, 14, 9, 3.
Right on.
0, 14, 14,
Code word
9,
reference
3.
abacus. Alright, you shut up for a second. Alright, give me a minute, guys. Quick bio break. We'll be back in a minute. So, codeword reference abacus. There we are. Now, how to zoom. In a way that makes this legible, I mean. On receipt of the callback code, conversion operators must input the following command lines into the terminal and execute. So is that sys.xe minus d minus e? Is that an e? Alright. Minus d minus e. Allocate 202 minus A. Output log minus false. Hey Mary, good to have you back. The good news is you didn't miss out on much. Bad news is you didn't miss out on much, progress-wise, I mean. So output log minus false. And execute. Right on.
Okay, my light here just turned green and the signal stopped. So I think you did it right. Next one coming up in 30 seconds, apparently.
Don't leave them hanging too long. I don't know what they're for, but I know we have to make them top priority or I'll get shit.
Of course, don't worry, we'll keep on top of it. Okay, there it is. Creepy sounding things, aren't they?
Six, 14, 0, 1, 2. 26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
All right, chevron. Chevron, here we are. Oh, come on. Wait. That's the focus slider. That's the focus slider. Ref dot initiate minus W minus C. What was it again? Minus 0 minus C? Minus W. Where did I get 0 from all of a sudden? That doesn't even make sense. Procedure begin. Seems straightforward enough. get into XYZ. Hey, come back here. Hang on. Should that be uppercase, maybe? Excuse me? Is that a space right there? Starting to piss me off here, game. Sometimes you click and drag with the mouse, sometimes you type case sensitive into a computer, sometimes you press tab to move around the desk, sometimes you press other keys. What, like by accident? Seriously though, what am I not seeing here? Hang on. Variable replacements, where X is second, Y is fifth, and Z is 6 number from broadcast code. Hang on, so a chef on the broadcast code? Yeah, right? Yeah, so we're on the right track here. So that's H-R-O. RTFM, read the fucking manual. Excuse me? Second, fifth, and sixth. Second, fifth, and sixth. What the hell? Maybe this is where that space comes in. Numbers on post-it, you think? That's your login though, that's not your broadcast code. Might as well give it a shot. Hang on. It's the brackets. I'm thinking it's the brackets. God damn it. Hang on. Let me see if I can focus a bit more on this. Substituting any dynamic variables and execute.
Team 0, 1, 2. 26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Swear to God, I'm about to stab a bitch. Those numbers, yeah, I just tried them out. So we did the post-it, we did the radio, we did the Chevron Coatwood reference.
Fourteen, 0, 1, 2. 26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
Wait, so is that 20 space 6 or?
26, 14, 0, 1, 2.
So 601 then? Or 001, just in case it is 20. Oh man, this is some bullshit. A second. Why is that 6 or 8? Wow, that's a 6. That's a 6. Come on, Gabe. You're not being clever. You're just being a dick. Alright, walkthrough time, people, because I want to get this done sometime in the year 2020, if you don't mind. What the shit? Nothing at top microfiche. Not that I can discern. I mean, that's it. This is what we have to deal with. But you know what? Just because I do not have the patience for this sort of contrived horse shit, I would have looked up what it's supposed to be. Which I don't think even makes sense, because this does not even correspond with the numbers that came through the radio. So that's
Thanks,
just
3.
weird.
Just pushing this update to the transmitter now. Getting the hang of it, huh? Next one coming up. 1. What does GCS mean?
GCS? What do you mean?
Yeah, no, this next one has come through with an additional note. GCS3 equals E1V1M1.
I've not seen it before. Check the microfilm. Might be something in there about it. Listen, let me know when you're done with that one. I haven't heard back from the transport team and I'm starting to worry.
Sure thing. Okay, here it is. Whoa. Okay, that's different.
Flashing red screen.
Yeah, quite the warning sign.
Shit. Something's going on. The last two must have just been testing the system. Tune it as normal and I'll see what I can find out once I get these goddamn lights on.
Yawn. Seriously? We gotta do with fucking Morse code right now? I'm supposed to fucking know fucking Morse code from the top of my head. Is that what you're telling me, game? Hang on, appendix Morse code might be onto something here. Yes, I know, right? I was just looking at that, but didn't seem to amount to a whole much of anything. Shouts. Nah, fuck it. You know what? I'm just gonna save myself some time here and not even bother with Morse code, because come on. You really expect me to know that from the top of my head in this day and age? Code reference cancels. Urgent, this is a live scenario. Urgent live scenario. There's our Kansas. There was a Morse code reference in all fairness there was, but I was not looking back and forward to switching between the two desks like 8 times. Trying to make sense of it. So yeah. I mean, that's not even like a challenge in my book. That's just being obtuse and being roundabout about things. If that's even an expression. You know what I'm getting at. So, point PKGX. And let's sort out the details later. Point dot PKGX. And after that is a variable. Next line would be the same. Case sensitive once again. Right. SAL minus A minus 4G. Alright, now how about them variables? Largest number from original broadcasts and smallest number from original broadcasts. So that was the Kansas transmission, yeah? So originally that Morse code was 09, yeah, so that would be a 9 and an O. Or 0, maybe. Just to clear up any confusion. Excuse me? What is it, like a bracket thing? Yeah, it's a bracket thing. It's a bracket thing. Oh, it's PKG, not EKG. My bad, my bad. That's on me. That one's on me. Thank fuck.
Okay, one, we're done. Nothing has happened really, all good. What did you want?
I'm about to head outside to look at this generator. My cabin is completely out. Listen, I just checked the roster and we were supposed to hear from the supply team 3 days ago. But I've had nothing. No responses either.
Shit. The storm?
I hope not. 3, can you monitor a range for me? They use an emergency signal somewhere between 8,500 range, FM. See if you can track it down for me.
That's our supplies for the next 6 months. If they turn back, what do we do?
We can reschedule. I'm more worried that they didn't turn back. Otherwise, we'd be having a drink by now. The boat was called 20F.
God, yeah. Okay. 3. 8,500 FM somewhere. See if you can pick up a distress signal or something.
Okay, well that's not very specific. I think those lines in the graph might be an indicator, actually. let's not be too harsh on the game just yet.
Does anyone read? This is supply vessel 20F. Do you read me?
Oh my god, that's them.
This is a distress signal from supply vessel 20F. Please respond. Is anyone there? We don't have enough supplies to last whatever this is out. We have some on board, but it's not enough. We try to turn back, but Storm, or them, have messed with our GPS and sent us straight into the ice.
What on earth is he talking about?
We're holed up here. We just got word from Central that New York has fallen. Everyone's gone there now. I thought us being so remote would give us time, maybe, but I can see it coming. Be ready, all of you. It's 20F out.
1, are you there? Are you hearing this?
Lock your door, 2. 3, do the same.
What do you mean? Did you hear the report?
I just got a call from Station B at the coast. Something is happening. I don't know what, but they said we had to lock up and stay in our cabins. Then it went dead.
What are you talking about?
Just do it. They're here.
Ugh! Who are they? Shit, 1, there's another GCS signal coming in. Do we process it still?
Yes. As long as the GCS number is going up, we're helping a lot of people.
It was 3 last time, it's 6 this time. What does it mean?
That's good. That's good. Just process the signals.
That's it in.
Mike, Zulu, Sierra, Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra,
That was Mike, right?
Hotel, Bravo, Echo, Mike, Zulu, Sierra.
That is Mike, isn't it?
Hotel, Bravo, Echo.
Right, you shut up for a second. Let me see what else it could be. What else sounds like Mike? In the phonetic alphabet. Pretty sure that's not even it. Alright, so the letter Y, yeah, but isn't the whole point of that alphabet that you actually, you know, spell things out? Mike, mask, maybe? Fuck. Long has fallen. I can only imagine fucking boredom. But yeah. No, I meant yes. Oh, right. Okay. Thanks for clearing up the confusion. Except, hang on. Why can I not properly see this wall, though? There seems to be something there. What's that about Appendix B? Should be all the way at the end, right? What with it being appendix and all. God damn, Mary, look at you go. See, it was Mike. It was Mike. I just want to go on record. But yeah, no. This one's yours. This one is absolutely yours. So M translates to what? Oh, so it's even dependent on frequency now? Get the fuck out of here with that. Ain't nobody got time for that. So which frequency? Yeah, I know it's urgent and shit. I mean, if it's that urgent, they could have been a bit more transparent about it, right? So we're looking at 6970, in which case Mike corresponds to 15. Z would be a 2. See, more back and forth bullshit. For no good reason. Sierra would be a 21. Hotel being a 10. Worst operator ever. You know, I could have done with a bit more on-the-job training here, in my defense. So that's a 4. And E being a 7. Apparently, co-reference Centaur. Oh wait, I'm rotating it. I'm shuffling it, I should say, along the wrong axis. Centaur, you swear to God, Centaur, you'd better not be throwing some insane variable bullshit at me. Okay, so on receipt of this callback code, conversion operators must input the following command lines into the terminal, substituting any dynamic fucking variables, and execute. What variables though? It's got no instructions on variables. M dot status minus R. Command str minus Z. H grid capital W.
There's something... I don't know what I'm looking at. Cabling? 1, I can see something above 3's cabin. One of the power lines down. 1, are you there?
Fuck. What the hell is that?
I can't see you from here, 1. What's going on?
It's above me. Shit, it's above me. It's over Station 3 too. They're here.
Dum dum
What's here?
dum.
Jesus, One, what the fuck is out there?
It's fine. It's fine. You'll be fine.
Shit. Here's another signal. GCS7 equals E1 V5 M1. One, what the hell? It's flashing urgent.
Eight, 9, 0, 4, 5. 1, 8, 9, 0, 4, 5.
Really? Really? More going back and forth between desks?
Guys, are any of you walking around in that storm? That's crazy. You'll get yourself killed.
No one is outside. You're seeing things, 4.
No, I'm just here deciphering your bullshit, mainly. You know, this whole zooming and focusing gimmick is getting less cute by the minute as well.
Number Station 3, this is Station 4. Do not go outside. Don't go out there. Stay inside. Lock up. Do not go out there.
Wasn't planning to, mate, but thanks for the heads up, I guess. Is this more of that GSC bullshit, or what they call it?
Guys, I'm shutting down Station 5 and getting the fuck out of here. They took 6. Station 6 is fucking gone. Those things just ripped it out of the ground.
Alright, keep putting that pressure on. No biggie. .1. Right, now, where do we go from here? Numbers 1, 2, and 3 from the original broadcast. Which is gone now. Fuck you very much. Represent a longitude. So that's more page skipping, I guess? Yeah, that's more page skipping. What we fucking do. What am I looking at here? No, that can't be it. Are you kidding me right now? Where's the damn index? Morse code conversion chart. Okay, so Morse code, cybernetic code. Already used this once before. Process product of broadcast numbers. Average of broadcast. Are you fucking kidding me right now? I'm not gonna do math in my own free time. Fuck you very much. The goddamn nerve. The actual brass balls on this game. I swear. What's that even say? I can't even make out what that says. If that's even relevant. God damn. Somebody throw me a frickin' bone here. I think this just might be the sheet that I'm looking for after all. Just might be. Alright, so, signal modulation. What are we looking at here? USB. Broadcast frequency. A150. Process total of broadcast numbers. Is the total bigger than 30? Ah, for fuck's sake. You think I'm actually doing this? You think I'm actually doing this? Because that barely counts as a puzzle to me. It's like now they're just putting in padding and filler and wasting time. What have you. So not in the mood for this. Fucking excuse me? Alright. Rotate X, actuate Y, that's right.
Three. James, the last signal hasn't sent. My terminal is going crazy demanding a response. I think the wind has misaligned the transmitter or something. We need to go out to it. Please, James. I'm sorry, but I can't get out. I'm trapped. You'll still be able to hear me, though. Go. Go.
You know what? At this point, I welcome the change of scenery. Alright, so now this is more like it. I wonder when someone's gonna get around to making an updated The Thing game. I mean, there was that one from like 15-ish years ago, which is pretty decent for its time, but you know, now that we've got Alien Isolation and a new Predator game coming up, with none of that crossover bullshit going on. Yeah, I could totally do with a decent The Thing game. Okay, now what? Clicking like an absolute madman over here. Truly I am. What else do we have to work with? Alright, well that just did something. Alright, green light, that's what I like to see. P2. Are you implying there's another generator out there? Alright, so let's try and find out where this cable leads then. Time to head back, I guess.
I can't feel my legs, James.
That's okay, I can't feel your legs either.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I'm tired of corresponding with you now that you mention it.
What are you doing? James, please.
What do you mean, what am I doing? I'm following your instructions, woman!
He's coming back.
That's it. He's coming back. James, everyone is waiting on you. You need to wake up.
Dude, what?
These machines, they are your lifeline. Follow them. Please.
Is he referring to the orbs? Because I'm not seeing any orbs.
James, go to them. Tell them what happened.
Mr. Asian, can you hear me? Welcome back.
God damn. Really testing my patience here. Alright. You know what? Time for a quick bio break. Then I'll be back in a minute. And you know what? Fuck it. Why not? Yeah, no, I'm gonna do episode 4 when I get back in a minute, but just, I hope this does not continue the trend of it getting more unnecessarily convoluted per episode. Because, I mean, fuck episode 3 with passion and a pitchfork. Give me a minute, and I'll see you in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Let's dive into episode 4 and hope that makes up for all that filler bullshit from just before.
I think that's enough of that for now.
Wait, what? Oh, cool,
quite
they're
fond
doing
of
this
the show.
story within the story thing again.
Okay, come on. Let's get you down to the observation room.
Yeah, let's get down to business for a change.
This place must be starting to feel like home to you. Don't worry. Try and get you out of here eventually.
Well, I mean, it's better than a fucking radio operator shack in fucking Greenland
Just
of
in
all
here.
places.
Okay, are we through in the next room? Just relax and we'll get started in a moment.
Right, Mr. Asian, now are you ready? Just hit record on the tape deck in front of you when you're ready.
Ah, so we are in fact still the same dude.
This is subject 12-19-86-23, new session entry. We have myself, Dr. Alexander leading, and in a room we have our patient, Mr. James Asian.
That's our dude.
As we know, James has recently recovered from a 2-week coma following his accident. In our last 3 sessions, James's attempts to recollect events of the accident seen him merging his memory with his imagination. These episodes have always ended in panic, and we've had to terminate the session abruptly. Let's try and do this one better, James. So when you're ready, let's bring this back. I know how difficult this must be, but you can do this. James, it's time to remember. Your mind. It's like a conscious black box.
Oh, dude, it's the orb.
It can show you your memories. Look into it.
Okay, so hang on. We've got a cursed Inceptionist mindfuck video game. Also bleeding walls in the background, which is pretty goddamn metal, but I digress. So we've got a cursed video game. We've got some sort of extraterrestrial consciousness memory-altering orb in the safe. And then we got some radio frequency New York invading bullshit, as we witness all the way from Greenland. Not gonna lie, interest peaked. I am kind of curious how it all fits together.
In your most
Oh, not this place
recent
again,
episode,
please, not this place again.
you recalled a false memory of a remote weather station.
I hope it's a false
You were
memory.
isolated from the rest of the world, locked inside your coma. We interacted with you daily, encouraging you to wake. Your family would do number puzzles with you. Anything really to bring you back. People needed answers, James. Do you remember?
I have another signal here for you, James. It's at 5610 FM. You can't miss it.
Don't be doing this to me, game. Don't be... This game just managed to give me fucking PTSD in the space of an hour or so. That's pretty goddamn impressive. That's, oh, fuck, here we go. For the last damn time, I hope. Scrolling.
Six, 23, 04.
Wait, say again?
Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F, 12, 19, 86, 23, 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this. This is 20F.
20F.
12. 19. 86. 23. 04. Type in the numbers, James. You gotta see this.
Christ, this again. Really, game? Fucking really? Like, if this game was a person, I'd be on my way to jail right now. Swear to God. But given that these developers apparently have the mental acuity to put a game together, I'm gonna go ahead and assume that they would know better than to make this chapter a cheap retread of the previous one. And the good news is I'm looking at different slides already. So there is that. Report. Here we go. So you know what? Just out of curiosity, I'm gonna go ahead and check this out. Yeah, see, this is looking oddly relevant. What have we here? 20F, fatal accidents. Numbers of vehicles, 2. Date and time of accident, 1986. Accident location, Pleasant Hill Forest Road. Number of injured, 1. Driver, James Asian, injured. The other driver being a Charles Hennings, deceased. Arrived on scene to discover 2 cars that had been involved in a near head-on collision. Mr. Asian found lying down outside his vehicle with head injuries. An ambulance was immediately called. His passenger was trapped in the vehicle in critical condition from wounds sustained in the collision. The driver of the blue sedan, Mr. Hennings, was found dead on arrival. It was noticed that there was a strong smell of whiskey from the driver and an empty whiskey bottle on the passenger's seat. Mr. Asian was questioned on scene. He described an oncoming blue sedan being clearly out of control, which he swerved to avoid. Mr. Asian's passenger was his sister. Called it. Well, maybe not out loud, but still called it. The driver of the blue sedan is an ex-police officer of 20 years. Not looking too well for our guy here. On multiple fronts, obviously. Wait, hang the fuck on. That can't be it. Report. Okay. Don't tell me I gotta try out fucking dates with corresponding frequencies and fucking... Man. Circle stuff on report. Actually, you might be onto something there. With me being this close to desperation. You know what? Let's give that a shot. If I can get this thing into focus. Fatal 20F. Alright, so there's our 20F. That's whiskey as an empty whiskey bottle. It's out of control. Nice one, Mary. I like the way you think. So... 20F. Fatal accident. The second being... empty whiskey. Wait, was that whiskey with an H? Or without? Third one being out of control. Case sensitive, obviously. Right on, Mary, you fucking legend.
Find the signal, James. Listen to the voices. You have to face it, James. Finally.
Alright, now after this one, I demand to be brought back to the X-ray drill lab thing, and then back to the cursed Amiga-ish house sequence, just to bring it all full circle. Because I'm getting fucking cabin fever over here.
It's not like him. At all. I've worked with Officer Hennings for 6 years and not once have we even talked about alcohol.
There we go. That better be a segue.
He was a father, a husband. He was fine. No way he caused this. It's him. This Haitian guy. He's got something to hide.
A light flickers on. Oh, so is this us being in the game, inside the actual game from the first episode? Because that would just be awesome. Maybe not go back in there just yet. Someone else is here. That's a neat little callback right there. Pull the alarm, maybe? Except it's a fucking soap dispenser. I'm guessing deceased sister in 3, 2, 1. Something along those lines, maybe? This is a neat little gimmick, I'm not gonna lie. This is a neat little gimmick. Coma ward, that would be our guy. But just out of curiosity. The only video they have, some horror compilation, trash. Right on. Another door you never opened, you don't know what was in here. Looks like we never will either. You feel a presence right behind you. Is that our cue? Are they gonna pull a PT on us? Somewhere breathes down your neck, standing over you. Nope, nope, there isn't.
Okay, we have a 22-year-old male just brought in from a vehicle collision. He was awake and mobile at the scene, but collapsed on arrival to the emergency ward. The other passengers died in the accident. I'm getting
Dude,
calls.
that's the
Prepare for
fucking...
defib.
Oh, this is pretty
Charge
goddamn
full to 10
brilliant.
and give me 100 joules.
Not gonna lie, that is an awesome little touch right there. I will say
Come
that
on,
much.
100 joules. Charging up full to 10. Come on.
Wait, how many joules was that? What did our guy just say? You know what? I'm just gonna flick everything on. And there was the drill, and the camera. And the safe. Still no sync master action.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Joules, here we go, here we go.
Come on, 100 joules. Charging up full to 10.
Oh, right, yeah, DM. My bad. Alright, so where's the sync master? 100 joules, charging up to 10. As instructed. Wait, is it the safe?
Come on,
It's
100
safe, isn't
joules.
it?
Charging up full to 10.
How about I turn off everything that isn't relevant? How about that?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
Alright. Screen, here we go. Obviously we need a camera for that as well. Here we are. Sync
Clear.
master. Boom.
No reaction from first stage. Let's try higher. 200 joules. Keep the amp charged at 10. $200 joules. Keep the charge at 10. Let's go.
Dude, I'm working on it.
Clear. Okay, we have a reaction of some sort here, a weak signal. Let's keep going. Increase again. 360, charge full. Come on, 360, hurry. Clear. Well, would you look at that? Seems we have a pulse. Rhythm is stable. We need to run an X-ray right away. Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please.
Alright, we powered up the X-ray machine. At least I'm fairly certain that was it. No manual to check. Alright, turn off the irrelevant bullshit, that's right.
Where are we with that X-ray? Let's get it going now, please. Looks like an intracerebral hemorrhage. We need to drain this now to relieve pressure. Prepare for trepanation.
Alright, drill
Switch
bit.
on the drill, please.
Calling it now. Fuck yeah.
The drill, please.
Yeah, it's on, it's on. Except what did we do last time? Drill-wise, I mean. That's another bit of bullshit right there. What if someone was to spread this out over the course of like 3 or 4 or maybe even more days?
Can we get this on the screen, please?
How the hell are you expected to know what the drill operates like again? TV to RE? I was gonna say, glad one of us is paying attention, except there is no RE. R3? No, that was just standard RGB mode, wasn't it? Right.
Mr.
No,
Asian,
you might be able to something
you've
here.
made
Here we go.
excellent progress. You're doing great. We need you to stay calm and try to relax while we go through these next steps.
That R3 though.
We're going to attempt to alleviate some of this discomfort.
Oh, I'm getting Dead Space 2 flashbacks here. Brutal. I like it. So was that like us being lobotomized as some sort of cover-up? Is that what's going on here? Not only is tonight New Year's Eve, but tomorrow you leave on a 6-month trip abroad with friends. Mom, Dad, and your sister Jennifer have decided to throw a party to celebrate it all. The house is full. You're in the living room, and as usual, you don't recognize a soul. Full of chatty strangers, mostly friends of Mom and Dad. There's a door to the hall. The doorway is wide open, allowing guests to move freely throughout the house. Hang on, is this like a funeral, a memorial service of some kind? Are we dead? Is that it? I'm sorry, don't understand. Go through door, maybe? Hang on, let me try that again. Bon voyage party, you say? To where, exactly? Use door? That might be a good one. Oh yeah, 6-month trip abroad. I guess I just skipped right over that, because I'm expecting the worst of things. You know what? Let's make this as weird as possible. Look at Mom. Look at Dad. Look at Jennifer. I'm not exactly sure why, but I'm getting some serious Jacob's Ladder vibes right now. Can't quite put my finger on it though. But yeah. Let's try it again, shall we? Look around. There is a door to the hall. Go to hall. You push through the crowd into the hallway. The hallway is as welcoming as ever, only this time the folks have put a great big banner up across the main wall. Half-finished drinks are abandoned on almost every horizontal surface. Stairs lead up, although the party is firmly downstairs. Go upstairs, duh. As much as you'd love to, you promised you'd stay downstairs with the party. Huh. Well, I mean, drinks on almost every horizontal surface seems kind of appealing, but I don't think there's a whole lot of progress to be made. Right there? Once again, look around. What am I missing here? Stairs, door to living room, door to kitchen. Go to kitchen. Well, apparently I'm not allowed to go upstairs. I'm supposed to stay on this floor. It would seem. They say all the best parties are in the kitchen. The kitchen is full of people and loud. There are drinks and food on the table and the party is in full swing. Dad has cooked a hog roast, which sits probably on the wall, although no one is eating it. Could that be the carcass from the very first episode? Just thinking out loud here. Look at roast, getting kind of mundane here. It looks great. Well, that's good to know. That's just fucking swell. That really adds to the tension and the narrative arc and the character development and shit. But yeah. If it looks so great, why is no one eating it? Eat roasts? Maybe later. Well, I guess at least the game is kind of branching out in terms of the commands we can use. Once again, look around. There is a utility room and writing on the wall, also Jen is here signaling you. We did actually not get around to checking out that utility room. Drink more. Mary, I do appreciate the suggestion, but ask anyone who watched my latest Outlast 2 stream. That is not something that I should be doing while streaming. Trust me, it was not a pretty sight. But yeah, I'm curious. I'm more curious about this Jen character than the utility room by now. No, I'm serious. I was slurring my words and everything. It was not a pretty sight. I could hear that fucking nun from Game of Thrones going ding ding shame, ding ding shame in the background. Yeah, the option. I know where you're getting at. I know. I just want to get that off my chest. But yeah, Jen is here signaling you. Go to Jen. You push through, apologizing over and over to get to Jennifer. You hug. You're going to miss each other. You thank her for the party. She asks if you are enjoying the party. Well, there is drinks. You tell her it's great even though you don't really know anyone. She tells you to enjoy it anyway and to loosen up. She asks you to get her a drink. You know what? If I don't get to have any drinks, neither is she. Go to utility room. She speaks up over the din, asking you to get her a drink. God damn, this girl's persistent. All right. Get drink. You pour Jen a drink, and one for yourself too. There's never an awkward silence with Jennifer. She always has a question. She asks if you have everything sorted for the big trip. This must be right before the accident. Duh. It's only coming to me now, really. Do I have everything sorted for the big trip? Yes? Question mark? You tell her yes, that you've packed everything with plenty of room to spare. Another hug, your family have really gone out their way to make this trip happen for you. It might be what you need to get some perspective and maybe not fuck up so much. She's going to miss you. You're going to miss her. She walks away. Jen has disappeared into the crowd. You're left standing, nodding and smiling at the approving faces. There's so much to do for this move. Can't mess it up. But first, a drink. Have drink? You pour him down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Have another drink? Question mark? Really, game? Are we really doing this? You pouring down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Pour final drink. Period. God damn it. You pour and down another drink. Anything to move the night along. Alright. Go to utility room. Immersion, people. Immersion. You open the door and peer in. You're never allowed in here normally. This is where Dad keeps his fine wines and whiskeys. Sitting to floor racks. A collector, although he does actually drink them too. There's a bottle with a ribbon round it and a card. You pick up the whiskey and the card. It's your dad's handwriting. Son, we're so proud of you and everything you've achieved. You've earned this. It's a bottle of 25-year-old double malt. You shouldn't really, but you have to try it. Hang on. Hang on. Now, I'm not a connoisseur or a snob by any means, but if we're going down this route, if we're gonna do the 25-year-old thing, wouldn't that be a single malt? Like adequate-wise? Somebody educate me on this. Either way, you shouldn't, but you really have to try it. Try whiskey. With your whiskey in hand, you take in a room around about you. There must be hundreds, no thousands of pounds worth of drinking here. You really must thank your dad for the whiskey. They blend whiskeys. I know they do, but from what little I know of whiskeys, single malt is where it's at. That's the kind of stuff you give as a gift, as far as I know. But yeah, thank Dad. Once again, look around. Racks of fine wines and the door to the kitchen. You take a swig. It's probably the best and strongest you've tasted ever. Just wow. Alright, guess that wraps up that sequence. Go to kitchen. You head back into the kitchen, clutching your new best friend. You stumble out of the utility room and back into the kitchen. That is one strong whiskey. You take another swig and give the thumbs up to Dad across the room. He nods and winks. Thank Dad, after all. He tells you he's proud of you and to go easy tonight. Early flight tomorrow. A bit late for that one, I think. How about nope? Sorry, I don't understand. Alright. I guess there's more drinking involved for this to go where it goes. You pouring down another drink, anything to move the night along. Go to living room. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Are we that far along already? Have drink with Dad. You pouring down another drink, anything. So what would prompt this guy to leave the house with his sister when there's thousands upon thousands of pounds, allegedly, of drink to be had in the cellar? I'm having trouble identifying with our protagonist here. Cheers. So, look around. Busy and noisy. We'll need to find somewhere quieter. Do I really want to be that much of an introvert to go back to the utility room just for the express purpose of getting drunk by myself? You know what? Getting kind of funneled here. Open the door and peer in. Fine, Jen. Do you think that'd be a valid command? Really? Not as long as we're in the utility room, probably. You were about to leave, but you feel like you've missed something important in there. Is it more whiskey? Is it the single malt? Look at at wines. Some of this wine is older than you. Ah, right, yeah. Liquor before whiskey, never been sicker, yada yada. That old adage. That must be it. Drink wine. No way, that would kill me. Look at wine, what's so special about it then? Some of this wine is older than you. A bottle with a ribbon around it and a card. Look at card. We've been over this, haven't we? Alright, so maybe it's something about this particular whiskey. Look at ribbon. You know, they're really milking this sequence for all it's worth. I mean, just let's get our guy drunk already. Look at wines. What did I miss? Open whiskey. That might be a good one. Like, maybe that specific bottle, rather than everything else around you. Look at whiskey. I'm thinking more interaction with Dad, maybe. Go to kitchen. I know, right? You think you're getting frustrated, Mary? You think you're the one that's getting frustrated here? This game got me fucking sounding like Macho Man Randy Savage. Right now. That's how frustrated I'm getting. Talk to Dad. Go easy tonight. No such thing, old man. Where's Jen at? Still motioning or something? We'll need to find something. Go to living room. Doubt's gonna be quieter, but I'm running out of options here. Go to hallway. Alright, so now that we're in the hallway, a few bumps and laughs on the way through, you make it to the hall. You stop dead in your tracks. It's Jen, covered in blood. Look at Jen. She's staring straight at you. No one else notices. Go to Jen. Blood is dripping down her face. It's mixing with tears. Talk to Jen. And this is where things get weird once again. God damn you, game. Call for Dad. I'm reaching here. And there's the lamp flickering again. You just know shit's about to get weird in the background. Again. Help. Jen. Oh yeah, we just triggered something. We just triggered something here. That's fucking... I remember that image. That was from one of the little weird flashback hallucinogenic hallucinatory sequences from earlier. How about GTFO?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
We tried our best, Mrs. Asian, but her injuries were too severe.
No, I don't understand. I was just talking to her.
I'm afraid Jennifer passed away before we could get to her in surgery. We did the best we could. I am so sorry.
Where is she? Let me see her.
Please, Mrs. Asian, take a seat.
I don't want to take a seat. Let me talk to her. Now.
I'll arrange for you to see her. In the meantime, James is in recovery. He's stable for now.
I don't want to see him.
Mom's sounding oddly composed there. You're standing in the hallway. Something has stopped you in your tracks while searching your mind, and your sister interrupts. She waves her hand in front of you and asks if you can drive her home. You still feel out of sorts. Those words echo. Right, now we're getting to it. Either this is a really, really bad or a really, really good time for a bio break. Give me a minute. Alright, I'm back, about to drive Jen, or rather not drive Jen, I should say, to where she's supposed to be. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Take Jen to car? Look around, because we're still in the hallway, right? Stairs can take you up. Why does it not mention the front door? If she wants me to drive her home. That's just weird. Maybe try and get her to stay in her old room instead? First? You'd love to call tonight, but Jen is waiting patiently. That's what I'm trying to work with here. Talk to Jen. Yeah, we can talk in the car. Go get your keys. So where are the keys inside the house? I actually do not remember that being specified before. Go to living room. You're sure your keys are in the living room? Oh, am I now? The living room has a much more relaxed atmosphere compared to the kitchen. Various guests are sat on the chairs having civilized conversations. There's a coffee table in the middle of the room. Your mom is pouring a drink at the drinks cabinet. Talk to Mom. Where are my keys at, woman? Tears immediately start to appear in her eyes. My son, off to America. She gives her a hug. I don't know, man. This is a lot of fucking character development and relationship exploratory. Yeah, that's a word. Exploratory things going on. In hindsight, I feel. Mom, where? Keys. No, but seriously. So she was pouring a drink as well. Share drink with Mom. No, that's probably too complicated. Talk to Mom some more. More crying. can't stand the sound of women wailing. Alright, so maybe hug her back. Hug mom. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Again, look around. Coffee table, drinks cabinet. One of the chairs is overflowing with jackets and coats. Look at coffee table. Drinks on coasters, little proper civilized people. You can't see your keys. Look at cabinet. Your mom's collection of wines and spirits. Definitely no keys in here. Well, for fuck's sake. Wait, are they hidden amongst there somehow? Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Once again, look around. Look at jackets. Maybe mine is in there somewhere. I don't know. You search through all the jackets and coats until you find yours. Aha! Car keys in the pocket. You grab both. Okay. So, leave. Living room. Keys in hand, you head back into the hall. Jen thanks you for helping her out. She has work in the morning and no one else is in any fit state to drive. You can handle it though. You know the road like the back of your hand, don't you? Okay, so, leave house. You open the front door and walk out into the freezing night. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. Now, why would they mention the yard at this point? Is what I want to know. She sighs and comically taps her feet. Apart from the little light escaping from the party indoors, the yard is pitch black. You used to love stargazing here. You stumble around the darkness looking for the perfect spot to take in the majesty of the night sky. You know what? Just for the fuck of it, a little throwback here. Use generator. Well, that would be a hilarious prank. You think better of plunging the house into darkness. Right on. Right on. Gotta give the game credits for anticipating that sort of antics. Really. Calling me impressed. Either way, go to car.
I'm sorry, I don't understand. I found it in the
Leave yard. Jennifer looks relieved as you head back round to the front of the house. The cold air hits you. You're glad you have your jacket with you. There's a dusting of snow around you as you step down from the porch. The yard extends around the back of the house, and the car sits at the front of the house. That's like the second or third time they explicitly brought up the jacket that you took along, in addition to the keys. Let me investigate that a bit further. Sorry, I don't know what you're looking at. Alright, well, there goes that. Go to car. You fumble with the car handle, confused until Jen tells you to maybe use the key in your hand. Maybe we ought to get there first, woman. Give me a second here. Use key. Fumbling with the car keys, you eventually get the door open and climb inside. The car is freezing. As you fumble around with your seatbelt, your sister opens up the car glove box and hands you a note and a key that was inside. She tells you that it's for when you return. Nope. The note is from your dad and reads, "Hi son, hope you enjoy your break. You'll need to fire up the generator around back. Yada yada yada." Alright. seatbelts on, ready to go. Start car. You try to turn the ignition with sheer willpower, despite holding keys in your hand. Trying to pull a Professor Xavier here. Use key. It takes a number of attempts, but you eventually slot the key into the ignition. Start car. You turn the key in the ignition and the car roars to life. Sound effects included even. Drive. Car squeals but stays stationary. Jen suggests releasing the brake, giving you a wide-eyed stare. Oh, really? Do I need to breathe manually by now? Game? Really? I have to manually instruct you to release the brake? Fuck me. You very hesitantly release the handbrake. Alright. Anything else you want to do? Maybe put in your favorite radio station? Check for fucking wiper fluid? Let's get the show on the road. Put the car in gear. Pull out the driveway like a first-time driver. You really shouldn't be driving. I am driving very drunk on the road towards the town where your sister stays. Jen started dozing off as soon as the journey got going. This shouldn't take long. You come to a junction. Is it left or right? You can't remember. Well, something tells me it's not gonna make that much difference. There's no time for that right now. Ba-dum-tsh. You don't want to, but you had better ask Jen for directions. Ask Jen. She grunts and throws her arm to the left. It's left. Of course it's left. You turn the car left at the junction and accelerate off. Confident that you're on the right road now, you loosen up and put your foot down on the accelerator. You feel powerful as the engine roars at your command. Jen sits up in her chair and clutches your arm. She asks you to slow down. That's not what really happened.
You're all over the place, James.
Oh.
Pull over.
Jen is hitting your arm and yelling at you. Crazy sister. Strange. There's a set of headlights coming directly at you, but moving slow. Like slow motion. Brake. You try to react, but your body isn't responding. There's nothing you can do to stop this. No way to control it. The lights merge with
James,
your car.
for fuck's sake, pull over!
The outside joins the inside. The whole world around you begins to scream. That is neatly done.
It was at this very moment, wasn't it, James? The moment you lost it all. Your sister, your parents, yourself. And then you made it worse. Go on. Show us what you did.
You wake up in the car, your world is upside down, your seatbelt struggles against gravity trying to hold you in your seat. But impacting into another car has torn a hole in the chassis. Poisonous fumes spill into your car from the engines. You are in grave danger. You have to get out of here. That is sweet. That is just fucking callback to episode 2 with the supposed spaceship and the fucking... That is cool. That is cool as shit. Climb out. You can't move. Your seatbelt is still in place. Loosen seatbelt. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Free seatbelt? What's the term I'm looking for here? People? Curse seatbelt. How about we start with that? Sorry, don't understand. Nah, I suppose you wouldn't. I suppose you wouldn't. Do I cut myself free with a key, maybe? Can you even do that? I don't know. I don't drive myself, personally. Unlatch. in doubt, always look around. Car is broken beyond repair, the windows are smashed, and there's wreckage all around. You are both wearing your seats. What's the word here? Unfasten, unlatch, disengage. Oh, hang on. We got the fucking orb to look at, don't we? Except that is not responding right now. That is not responding right now at all. What did I do the last time? Something about a cryopod. There was an airlock. There was a seatbelt. Might be onto something there, Mary. Right on. You release yourself from the seat, gravity takes over as you slump onto the roof of the car. Once again, look around. The car is broken beyond repair, the windows are smashed, wreckage all around. You are both wearing your seatbelts. How much do you want to bet we are not both wearing our seatbelts anymore, game? Fuck. Do we get to interact with the orb now? Move metal is what happened last time, but I'm sorry I don't understand. Look at wreckage. Look around. You're both wearing your seatbelts. Look at seatbelt. What's going on here? You've already taken off your seatbelt. It saved your life. Look at Jen. She's alive, but she's been hurt bad. She's trapped in the wreckage. Leave car, you squeeze through the wreckage and follow your knees on the ground next to your vehicle. Every breath brings pain to your chest, your head is throbbing. A blue car has smashed into the passenger side of your car. Your life cannot be ruined by this. You're standing holding your whiskey in your dad's note, and flashing lights are approaching at a distance. Read note, because the note is always altering, isn't it? The note always changing now reads, "Get through this, James. I don't care if you want to or not." Look at whiskey. No, Jesus, what just happened? Your whiskey. The police cannot find you with this. Throw whiskey. You can't just toss this away without thinking. They will find it and will come to you. Now I'm proud to say I've never been in this situation before. So what does what hide whiskey? Well, that's not smart thinking, James, is it? They will eventually find it there and will link it to you. So what do I do now? Shove it up my ass or drink it all? No, that would just leave me with a bottle still. Ooh! Oh, the car. I like the way you think, Mary. Plant! Whiskey. With the lights approaching closer, you begin to hear the shrill of their sirens. You simply cannot go to jail for this. You clean the bottle to remove your connection with the whiskey. You then, very deliberately, spill the remainder of the bottle's contents onto the driver, and you toss the incriminating evidence onto his passenger seat. Mary, you have a lot of explaining to do. That's just... wow. This raises questions, I will have you know. A circle of flashing lights surround you, illuminating the crash site in the darkness. Behind them, an army of people, all staring. One figure steps out, a silhouette, and walks towards you. Approach. figure. As you approach the man, the pulsating lights around you get dimmer and dimmer while the pain in your head increases.
I know you're tearing yourself apart over it, but no matter what you keep telling yourself, you have to listen to me. That accident, that poor man, me. You have to remember.
So it's just Jen talking then?
It was all your fault. I know what you did. How you left me there to protect yourself. Planting evidence on some poor man. You went headfirst into that officer and you wrecked all of our lives. And then you couldn't even take responsibility.
No, this is Mom. This is Mom, isn't it?
You did the right thing for you and no one else. Save yourself. Only it was wrong, wasn't it? Look at you now. Utterly consumed by it. Say it, James.
Janice answered from the Radio Shack. I'm liking your theory there. I'm liking it.
Say it. Tell them.
Tell who exactly?
Listen to yourself.
It has to end, James. Do you not understand? This episode you're having must come to an end. Make it stop, make it stop. Do you remember?
Whoa.
Stop the session, Mr. Asian. Go back to where we started. Put an end to this nightmare. You can do this, James. You can let go.
Alright, I'm clicking. All of your episodes were recorded to tape. This is the 4th. And? How about the camera then? Sometimes they make you watch your past sessions to see what really happened. So that did work after all.
Well, I think we've made progress today, Mr. Asian. I guess we should tell the police what you've told us. Although I don't suspect they'll take you anywhere. I think you'll be with us for quite some time. Come on, let's get you back to your shows. I'll see you tomorrow.
Huh. Now that is neat. And that concludes the 4th and final episode. Damn. How do I even review this? I mean, first and foremost, I like this story. I've said it before, the whole mindfuckery and the Jacob's Ladder thingy going on, not knowing quite sure what's real, what's going on inside your guy's head, what might actually be an alien invasion. That's actually pretty well done. Gotta say though, I don't think I was having a particularly good time. There were some hints of brilliance strewn about here and there, but I was not consistently having a good time for any length of time. Because we went from... It was either... I don't even know if you want to call it puzzles. It was either following instructions to the damn letter, or being frustrated with, you know, looking for very specific verbs or commands or things to interact with. I'd like to say, if you're looking for a good story that you can wrap up in one evening, like in a single sitting, I've heard it takes people about 4 hours to finish this on average, but if you really want to do, especially, oh god damn it, episode 3 is bugging the absolute piss out of me to no extent. And I just saw that VHS cover in the main menu change, which is another neat little touch. That's the kind of thing I'm talking about. That's the kind of mindfuckery right there. But yeah, no, it's either following instructions to a goddamn T with lots of scrolling and switching back and forth between desks, or it's like you get the gist of a puzzle and then it's just rotating slides and going through the motions and fucking what have you. I honestly do not know who I would recommend this to. I'm not even quite sure how to feel about this game in general myself. I mean, one thing that they did very well is like merge together the storylines and the separate flavors of each episode, like with the little command lines from the first episode returning in the fourth and what have you, and the whole X-ray drill bit save sequence coming back as some sort of warped EMG, I guess I want to say, session. But I mean, the execution was just tiresome overall, really. I mean, let me put it this way. If you want to know if this game is for you, and this is all episode 3's fault, mind you, if you want to know if this game is for you, do yourself a favor in general, go read The Gold Bug by Edgar Allan Poe, which is a brilliant little short story in and of itself. About 50 pages or so from the top of my head, so it should only take you about 50 minutes to get through it. Classic story in my book. The difference is that only lasts for 50 minutes. Now, as opposed to episode 3 and going through the motions and working all that out. Now, if the gold bug is something that gives you an erection that you need to consult your GP for, then you should seriously consider getting this game. And only then should you seriously consider getting this game. I guess that's about it for tonight, guys. Thanks for watching. Mary, you in particular, could not have done it without you. Hope to see you again next time. Take care, and dildo.